Everything is opening slow. Well, hello everybody, and welcome once again. This is the local live music report from the Florida Keys. I'm Harry T. right here on Radio A1A, Cruising Country Radio, Paradise Road Radio, Keys ZFM, and all parts in between. This is me, Harry T. Today we have Jennifer Newman, Shoeless Newman that is, and she is coming to us from the Facebook phone calls application. Well, go ahead, Jennifer. Are you there, Jenny?
Good morning, Harry.
Gosh, it's been a real technical problem this morning. We did get started at 9, as our show says, and we are streaming out there to the radio stations, nice and clear. Hello, everybody, all over the world. And welcome Shoeless Newman and myself to an interesting week in live music in the Florida Keys.
It has been an interesting week.
It's been a little hard to be old Harry T. because
Why is that?
Because Harry T decided to prop his feet up and work in the studio for a week and let things pass. As
it looks nice.
Isn't this great?
It is.
I'm very interested to see what everybody thinks. I've rigged up some new shots and all that. That's your phone call in the background on the Facebook Zoom right now, and we're using this new system. I'm going to move it around so people can see it. It says Jennifer Newman. We'll try to add some other people here later this afternoon, and have some fun.
We do have some special guests that we'll be talking to this morning.
Shoeless, let's start by recognizing the artists who do our intro music. The Potion of the Ocean. Under the beach. The stars in the keys are special, aren't they?
They really are.
And folks, everything is all right. That's Daryl Clanton singing along with the musical techniques and saxophone of Jay Patton from Nashville, Tennessee. Both of them from Nashville. Daryl living in Tiki Town, Tampa right now. And we're just very happy to have Daryl and Jay as a part of the musical programming on our original stations, Radio A1A, which is original tropical music, independent artists.
Will they be coming down for the Follow the Flock tour?
Indeed. The Follow the Flock tour will soon be coming, they say, and we're going to do that on October the 31st in Cape Coral, and then the 1st in Key Largo. 1st and 2nd in Key Largo, it looks like. So we're working on a second stop right now. The first stop in Key Largo, of course, is the guys and gals from the Parrot Heads of the Upper Keys putting on their 14th annual Follow the Flock pit stop party. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
That's really cool.
You sound good this morning. How's your cat, Mookie?
She's gone now. She was in here invading before, and now she's in her room.
Oh,
My cat has a room. How spoiled is that?
That is pretty damn spoiled, I'll tell you.
She deserves it. She's darling.
The show is going to be a little different this week because we've had changes in the live music world, and our job is to report that, right, Shoeless?
Yes.
So you have some very interesting information. We have some sad news to announce. If you haven't already heard, one of our own out there has moved on and passed on to that that other paradise out on the islands in the sky, or wherever he's gone. Where do Chinese people go?
For takeout.
Takeout in the sky. No, Ray's was a funny person, but folks, he was taken from us far too soon. I'm going to place up on the screen on Facebook some photos that were sent in of a guy by the name of Ray Yu. His last name is Y-U. And Ray was an avid Keys person. You called him the mayor of Key Largo.
I think a lot of people called him that. He knew everyone. He was always at whatever was the happening hot music event or social event. Ray was there with bells on, always dressed to the nines, or appropriately. He could polish up into a tuxedo or come in a t-shirt, and he always looked good and handsome, and always a big smile on his face and happy to see you. He knew everybody. I can't believe he's gone. But he's never going to be forgotten. Everybody's just reeling that he's not with us anymore.
It's his wife Jody and his family, his sister Pat. They've all chipped in and given us word that on what was happening as it was happening, and we're sorry to say that Ray has passed on and is not with us anymore. So, Jenny, as these pictures stream out to the media, this is amazing. That's just a picture of his mom and dad and Jody and him, and him in his natural environment there with his drinking a cocktail, and with There was never a time when Ray didn't migrate to the lovely ladies, the scene where they were.
No doubt.
He was a Chinese guy that, frankly, I don't think he'd ever been to China and didn't speak Chinese. Most Keys guy that you would ever meet, right?
No doubt. No broken English going on there.
No.
The most Chinese thing that Ray ever did, we had a jam party up in the marina, and it was bring something, covered dish or whatever. So guess what Ray brought?
Sukiyaki.
He brought Chinese noodles. The most simple thing you could ever think that you could bring to a party. Just a bowl full of noodles. They were homemade and they were delicious. I actually started learning to make them because he brought them. I mean, that was several years ago, and
I used to hang around. I used to hang around with Ray just to meet women. You know?
I bet. Well, he could charm anybody. He was just the sweetest thing.
Your sound is going down. Can you speak closer to the microphone, or we can get a better?
Should I give it a Dewey?
Oh no, that's a whole much better. That's a whole much better. It
was getting droopy.
I'm getting a little. Dave called me. He's having computer problems. I believe that we're having computer problems all over the country right now.
Could be.
The main computer's running a little slower. I'm going to try to dial you back on the same thing if that's all right with you. Okay, see if we can't get a better connection. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okie dokie.
You folks, we're going to take a short break right now. We're going to play a little song that's going to be, and we're going to call Chuck Freeman a little bit later on, if I can find this song. I think I can. I think I can.
You can do it.
I can do it. Well, you're sounding pretty good. Here it is. This is an original song written, how can I say? It's written about Jimmy Buffett.
Trip not so long ago, they drinking by the Gulf of Mexico. Met a girl, legs long and tan, having fun in the Florida sand. I whispered in her ear, hey girl, let's get out of here. She said we could share a brew, but there's something I'd rather do. Give me some Jimmy, I'm begging you please. Come on, Timex, means we can the knees. From volcano to lovely cruise, it's the music that lights my fuse. Give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy. I took her hand, we jumped in my car. Hey Siri, find us a tiki bar. We headed on down the street, listening for an island breeze. One night under the moon, a guitar slightly out of tune. The two of us without a care, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Give me some Jimmy, I'm begging you please. Come on, Timex, me weekend the knees. From volcano to lovely cruise, it's the music that cures my blues. Give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy. I thought tequila might seal the deal. Then he sang Margaritaville. The song was done, he swept her away. She winked and said, maybe some other day. Gonna buy me a brand new guitar. Learn to play like a trop rock star. I practice hard and maybe one day some cutie will walk up and say, give me some Jimmy, I'm begging you please. Come on, Timex, me weak in the knees. From volcano to lovely cruise, it's the music that lights my fuse. Give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy. Give me some Jimmy, I'm begging you please. Come on, Timex, me weak in the knees. From volcano to lovely cruise, it's the music that lights my fuse. Give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy. Give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy, give me some Jimmy.
Hey, this is Lisa Bouchel, and you're listening to Radio A1A.
Hold on
live
just a
from the
second.
Florida Keys.
You hold on.
Hey there. Hold on just a second. I just told Chuck Freeman to hold on the phone. He's on the other line. Told him to give him a minute. I'm going to call him back in just a little bit, okay? But
Okay.
that was Chuck's song. Great song. Give me some Jimmy, huh?
Give me some Jimmy. Yeah. I like it.
Well, I'm trying to change all these scenes here and talk on the phone and talk to you. But you're back on the line. You sound pretty good.
Well, all right. Good.
I don't know what happened, but it started to digitally go out a moment ago. We had a really good remembrance of Ray Yu just a moment ago. Thank you, Jenny, for putting all those pictures together. You're something.
Well, I took those off of Facebook from Juan Kaja and Jody Nyland Yu. Posted some pictures in the last
Excellent.
couple of days. It's not a full representation. There was a bunch of pictures that all lovely.
Right. Well, let's get into now. We've have featured our song. Let's get into some of the things that are happening in the live music world around the Florida Keys. What's happening? Jenny, no shoes. Shoeless Newman.
I am shoeless right now.
Speak directly into that microphone because you went away.
I'm speaking directly.
We've got we had another problem. I may do another song and go to a Zoom call with you, okay?
Okay.
Because you have just zipped off the world. I'll be right back with you, folks. We're going to play another song. This is a song right here. Well, let me allow, if I may, the original artist to introduce this for you. His name is Jake from the Half Conch Band.
A fisherman's treat, a tourist feast, black and a fried, Lord, I can't decide. Well, I like mine, well, slaw and fries. It tastes great with a cold Miller Lite. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, I can have it every day of the year. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, you can buy it in a market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Well, I like scallops, shrimp, and halibut, but there's only one fillet that I crave. A big yellowfin, red or black, Lord, that fish keeps me coming back. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, I can have it every day of the year. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, you can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, I can have it every day of the year. Grouper and beer, grouper and beer, you can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. You can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Let's head on down to Calypso Joe's and have us some grouper fingers and a cold beer. Check out the catch of the day. Maybe it's a big one. Hell, I hope so.
What do you think about grouper and beer there, Jen?
I love grouper and also beer.
Hey, you sound a lot better, too. What happened?
I don't know. I'm not the techie here.
Well, we tried our best.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we tried our best to set things up right this morning. We're getting some great Facebook messages. Ray will be missed. Ray was one of the first to welcome me to the Keys when I relocated here last November. God bless. Jody told me that he was a great chef. That Ray is dancing in heaven. Oh man, there's a lot of people.
He
coming.
loved to dance. He just loved to dance. He was always looking for the perfect dance partner.
Yeah. You know, I think you're having a sound problem on your end. Just keep talking directly in the microphone and wiggle those knobs down on that little mixer thing, okay? Because
Okay.
the sound isn't
Check. I'm getting a signal. Check,
you're getting a
check,
signal,
check,
but you sound like
check.
a mouse on the other end. Dave, are you there? Dave, are you there? Have I unmuted Dave yet this morning? Let's see. Hey. Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again. This is, Dave is joining. This is the Florida Keys music report, live music report. We played a couple of songs, a brand new one by Chuck Freeman. I am going to try to call him one more time. I could not make connection a moment ago, but let's see if we can't do that now. You want to?
We've got Bob waiting to speak on the line as well.
Oh, he's on the line?
Not on the line, but he's expecting a call right about now.
Okay, let's see. Let's talk to Chuck a minute about his new song.
Hello.
Hello, Chuck Freeman. You are up in Tennessee, is that right?
I hope so, because that's where I think I'm at.
You got a Tennessee accent there, boy, but you are moving, going to relocate someday, one of these days, to where, in the Keys? Is that right? Pretty soon, right?
Well, we're I'm at the. I'm not ready to give it all up, but I'm getting a little longer in the tooth, so we've thought about maybe relocating. Excuse me.
Go ahead. You sound like you got a little cough this morning. I hope you're doing okay.
Oh, I get nervous on the radio, and I got tongue tied.
Oh.
Some of that stuff. You caught me in the middle of dropping my car over for the 70 million mile checkup.
Oh.
70
Just in
million
case
miles.
Yeah. Just in case we go to the Keys, I wanted to make sure it was in good shape. So we're having the radio fixed and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, let me tell you, we appreciate you taking the time with us this morning. Tell me about Give Me Some Jimmy. You just finished that. You sent it to us, and it's playing on Radio A1A.
well, and thank you, as always, thank you very much for playing our music. As an artist, there's always a little personal a feeling of gratitude and satisfaction when you hear something that you wrote and put your blood, sweat, and tears in, so to say, and you hear it on the radio. Give Me Some Jimmy was the thought I had the last time I was down there visiting a couple of places in Florida, and of course we do a lot of stuff with the Parrot Heads and their guys, Jimmy Buffett, and I noticed when we went to Delray Beach and Buffett did that first little concert there, we were watching, and Lynn and I were talking, and we were thinking, you know what? If the Pope was here, they might say, well, I don't know if that's the Pope, but I'm pretty sure that's Jimmy Buffett. And it made me realize how important Jimmy Buffett was to all of this,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And so I got the idea of, and having played, in this genre of music for the last 6 years, I got to thinking, this is kind of what it's all about. Give me some Jimmy. I'm begging you, please, and so it's not meant to be a put down. I guess kind of tongue-in-cheek humor about the importance of Give Me Some Jimmy and the influence he has on especially musicians in our genre.
Chuck,
so that's where we came up with it.
you've been doing this a long time, recording. You have a record label called Tough Duck Music. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. We got started. I'd been doing casinos and stuff like that, and I got back, and I had written a bunch of songs while I was on the road, and I thought, well, I guess I'll retire, and I wanted to kind of do an ego album. That was our first album, that's Running From Love, and then some people heard it and called and wanted. Anyway, I guess the rest of the story. You're playing a lot of them. We ended up, I think we're pushing almost 100 records that are out there in the digital market and being played on the radio. And we've had, I think in the trop rock market, we've worked with several artists down there. And it's been fun. It's been a good ride. And I'm not saying Gimme Jimmy's the end of the road, but I can see the dead end cove.
I'll tell you what, that's a good explanation on the followers of Jimmy Buffett are, well, they're fanatics, just like the Deadheads were for the Grateful Dead. And that's how the name Parrot Head came along, because of the Deadheads. They had to find a word for the Parrot Heads, or for Jimmy Buffett people. I think it fits, don't you, Chuck?
Absolutely. Here's a guy that's made a whole lot of money telling you to give yours away and have a good time. That's a pretty good philosophy in my book. And not to mention, let's face it, the Parrot Heads, for the vast part that I've met, they're really, really nice people. And they party with a purpose.
Yes.
And I think that's a good thing. One of the things that we enjoy is going to Tampa and working with the Parrot Heads there and supporting the Shrine Hospital. That's always been dear to my heart. And Alzheimer's disease and research. So it's always a fun ride, and it's a good party.
You mean one of those where there's plenty of adult beverages, great food, and music that you may not hear locally. You may not be able to hear that just anywhere, because these are, like yourself, you're an independent singer-songwriter, are you not?
Yeah.
And most of the time when you walk up into a bar somewhere, they're singing covers. They'll be singing
Right, yeah.
Jimmy Buffett. And you guys are coming down to the Pit Stop 1. You are in charge of the stage at the Caribbean Club. Do you know what the responsibility is of that, sir?
I think I'm going to have a little piece of paper there and say I'm going to be like a doorman. Like at the barbershop.
Yeah.
You're next.
Some of those people that'll be there is Ray Boone, and Danny Rosado. I mean, that's just a few. You, for instance, your lovely wife, Linda Duck. Linda Duck is going to be there, and her voice was on Give Me Some Jimmy. We've got a message from J. Lawton Turner in St. Augustine, Florida. Give Me Some Jimmy. Great song.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. We appreciate that.
You also are going to stay in the music business when you come to the Keys, are you not? This show, as you know, Jenny, are you still there with me?
I'm still here.
God, you sound
Hi,
so...
Jenny.
Good morning, Chuck.
Shoeless
Is it hard to get a word in edgewise with him?
I know.
She should have gotten her camera fixed.
I'm here with bells on. I'm having a good hair day, and well, no one can see.
There you go.
A good hair day for Shoeless is one of those occasions that happens, a couple of times a year.
Pretty much. I haven't been out in the humidity yet.
Chuck, come see us. Thank you for taking my call. Is there anything you want to tell the folks in the world about your music, what's happening when you're coming to the Keys, what have you got going on in live music?
Well, we're hopefully going to head to the Keys here real soon, and of course we're like everybody else. We're kind of watching world events, and that's all I'll say on that. I would like to give a shout out to Jay Patton, who I got the incredible good fortune to play a gig with in Nashville, and I know you play some of his records. He's been with Crystal Gale most of his life. He is an incredible gentleman, a great musician, saxophone player, and I had a ball working with him. And I'm hoping that sooner or later we'll all be down there somewhere playing a little music together. So y'all support him, and wanted to thank him and tell everybody what a great guy he was. I mean, that's cool. It just was really cool. We appreciate what you guys do, and hopefully, what the Lord willing, the creek don't rise too high. We're going to be heading that way. And I thank you very much.
Chuck Freeman from Tough Duck Music, and you've got a partner there that's done a lot with you. Can we mention Wes on the radio?
Well, I can, and I should have. We couldn't do what we did. We worked.
What a talented
we're
man!
An independent. We're an independent producer, so we use lots of different, studio, places to record. Memphis, Nashville, the Shoals. But
Right.
The vast majority of work we've done is at Highland House Productions, which is Wes's personal studio. He's been there for over 30 years. Wes has worked with Carl Perkins, George Harrison, Eric Clapton. Excuse me. And he's an incredible. All of the songs that you receive from us have been engineered and mastered by one person, and that's Wes Emily.
And that sometimes is the difference, because we'll hear songs sometimes sent to us on the radio, Chuck, that are, quite frankly, don't have that touch of mastering that they need so badly. The mastering is so important to live.
Absolutely.
For these performances.
I think it's absolutely it puts the sickle and the shackle on it at the very end. Wes has produced over 200 full-length albums. So I mean, his plus his musical, and that's him playing guitar on a lot of the stuff.
Right.
Anyway,
thank you for mentioning Wes, and Linda and all your team are coming down. Pit Stop 1, folks, is November the 1st at the Caribbean Club. You'll be able to hear Chuck. You'll be able to hear. I think we have how many people signed up so far, Chuck?
I think we got 12 or 14. And I'll be real honest with you, I'm more concerned. I want to make sure that anybody, especially folks coming from a long way, get a chance to play. That was my first gig in Trop Rock when I was playing guitar with the Steve Hopper Band. is we drove into Key Largo in the middle of the night, and then sat through the rain all day, and then Parrot Head stayed all day in the rain till about 4 o'clock when we got to go on, and that was an incredible experience to be playing music and looking at the Gulf there. And I certainly want everybody who drives from anywhere and these folks to get a chance to do it, to experience and enjoy it, and we're really looking forward to that. I think everybody would be really amazed at the talent and the list of people that have signed up to play, and hopefully we'll get them all up there to play a few songs for everybody.
Shoeless, you have any questions for Chuck before we let him get back to work in Nashville and in Tennessee? You're in Jackson, Tennessee, which is
I'm in Jackson, about halfway between Nashville and Memphis.
Yeah, and not far down south to Muscle Shoals either, right?
And that's kind of, they call it the center of the triangle sometimes. We're
Jackson.
almost equidistant to the Shoals, to Nashville, and there is just an incredible bunch of talented folks right here.
Carl Perkins came from there, didn't he? Carl Perkins?
Carl Perkins grew up in Jackson, Tennessee, and
blue suede shoes.
It's funny because I grew up with some of the people his son Stan, him and I, and it's always funny to me because I'm looking at him and I'll be in his house and we'll be flunking away, and I'm sitting there watching him hanging out with the Beatles and things like that. So that's pretty cool. When the phone rings and he throws the phone and says, "Hey, say hi to Paul McCartney." Paul McCartney Music owns the rights to
Carl Perkins' music.
Catalog,
yeah.
So it's all pretty cool. Sometimes we laugh and we take some of this stuff for granted, but it's music business isn't for everybody, but it's an incredible business, and it's been a lot of fun and a good ride.
And a lot of people wonder why. Why you guys even worry about it? All this pain and suffering and disease and viruses and all this sort of thing, and people are so scared. Live music makes you feel better. It'll heal you. You're coming down to do some live music, aren't you, Chuck? Pretty soon.
I'm planning on it, but after what you just said, I'm afraid to promise anything these days.
Hey, this too shall pass. As a Chuck Freeman from Tough Doug Music. Thank you for joining us, my good buddy. My best to Linda always. Okay.
Looking forward to sharing the stage with you.
That'll be my pleasure. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Chuck. What a great guy. And his new song, Give Me Some Jimmy, is amazing. Thank you.
I like that song.
Shoeless, you are starting to sound like that again, so I'm beginning to think it's your issue. But you were sounding good there to begin with. Dave, are you there?
Dave's gone.
Well, he was on the line there. I don't know what the problem is with this whole. He's having computer problems as well.
Oh, I thought you meant Chuck. No, I don't know about Dave. Can you hear me okay?
No, you're sounding pretty bad.
I'm not coming through my earphones either.
Yeah, so I don't know what the issue is, but we'll go on to the next call. I'm going to call Bob from a local location that does live music. And let me look that phone number up right now, and I'm going to phone him right now. His name is Bob, and he is the manager of the Key Largo Moose Lodge. And they have a ton of live music. And I want to know what's going on. Don't you, Jenny?
I do. Check. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Bob. Yeah. Bob Harry Tiford on Radio A1A and all these other damn stations we own.
Good morning, Bob.
Facebook and that, of course.
Well, good morning, guys. How are you?
Shoeless Newman, you're aware of her with her beautiful karaoke by Jenny Thursday nights there at the Key Largo Moose Lodge. Bob, I went by yesterday to see if I could see you and see if we couldn't get a live report this morning on this show, Live Music in the Keys. What's up at the Moose Lodge, my friend?
Well, things have been going pretty well. Obviously, summer slowed down a bit, but I'll tell you, out at the Leaky Tiki there, we had some great times this winter, did we not, guys?
Yes.
I mean, you were there a bit and playing for us, and Jenny was there almost every weekend playing, and we had a blast. And some great music, along with Doc and some other folks there.
Yes.
And I know, Harry, you surprised us.
I surprised you.
He
Huh?
always
Friday
does.
night.
Oh yeah, yeah. We put
We're
together.
playing some music.
Rock Harbor was brought together there by you in your facility there, the Key Largo Moose Lodge. Tell us something about the Moose Lodge and what you do, and why is it you're able to provide live music for people coming to and from up and down US 1 right there. You're at the 95-mile marker?
No, we're at 98.8, right in the median there.
I always get that wrong.
Yeah. Well,
It's
no wonder
body
you never
temperature.
show up. Yeah, there you go, body temperature.
So tell us about what does the Moose Lodge do? What's it all about?
All right. Well, the Moose International Organization has been around for over 100 years, and there's two primary things that all the lodges contribute to. One of those is outside of Chicago called Moose Heart.
Yes.
And it's a school they put together for K through 12 kids who might not have had an opportunity to get to school, or, you know, maybe had problems with parents and that were, you know, in trouble or something. And a lodge can sponsor them into the school, and they get an amazing education. And it's K through 12. There's everything from swimming to football to, you know, a real school campus. So we take care of the kids there. And outside of Jacksonville, there's a place called Moose Haven, which is a retirement community that we sponsor.
Oh, interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's for if you've been a member 15 years, one of the qualifications, and then to be sponsored by a lodge. If you were to surrender your assets, which usually by that point isn't much for folks that can't make it on their own, for the rest of their life they're taken care of. They have housing. They don't even pay for groceries.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the two main things we do, the young and the old in those places. And then in between that, we take care of the community and each other and have a good time.
Could I thank you for something that you did Saturday, the 24th of July? You had an event there called Christmas in July. I got to meet some of the heroes in the animal community, some of the veterinarians who donate their time to an event, well, to a charity. What is that? You know, that was really cool what you did there, and you raised a lot of money for the Humane Society.
Yeah, the Key Largo Upper Keys Humane Society. That's the second time we partnered with them. We did an event in season this year,
yes,
which also raised about $6,000, and this past one raised over $4,400.
I knew it was up there. We had a ball. What a great time!
That was a great event.
You hired a big old band, put us up on the stage. Well, I guess I don't know how that happened, but we saw everybody in Key Largo. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great. It really brings folks out for the Humane Society. It exposes a lot of new people to our lodge and what we do. We pick up quite a few members from that, and we have a heck of a lot of fun. So that was also helped sponsored by Denise from the Coconut Telegraph. She did a couple nice big full-page ads for us. Yes. And, that's been very successful, mostly through the Women of the Moose, which is sort of a chapter, if you will. And
they're not
they did a really nice job. People donated food and hors d'oeuvres, and you know, it's a very much volunteer donation type organization, as you know.
It's amazing that
Jenny's volunteered a lot of her time playing there. I know.
It's amazing what that place gets done. That you support all these charities, and so much of that it's a labor of love, and it just feels like community and. What great vibe there is there, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. It's wonderful.
And having you on Thursday nights now doing karaoke's been really good.
That's been going great.
In there. Yeah,
we've been having a really good time with that.
You have incubated and kept live music alive longer than any other place I know in the Upper Keys. While everyone else was under the pressure of all the quarantine. Mm-hmm. You are a private club, and you are given the instructions on how to keep everybody safe, but you keep the door closed. You have your guests and members only, are you not?
Yeah, members and their guests. Of course, anybody can come in and say, "Hey, we'd like to check the place out," and we can sign them in as a guest for for that day. And if they want to stop in a couple more times and see what's going on, and hopefully they join.
You also have a hotel there. Nice little hotel.
Yes, that's correct. We have 7 rooms, most of which have been recently redone. I can't say anything about prices on there, but I guarantee you there's not a cheaper place in Upper Keys to stay. It's more like a member benefit.
And you also have that nice gaming area inside the bar.
Oh,
we do. Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
that's
and don't forget
if you're into
pool
that.
table that was donated too. Yeah.
It's got a giant pool table. You've got a brand new air conditioned bar. No smoking.
Yep.
Two stages, and Jenny's tweaking off again, going to Mickey Mouse land and Minnie Mouse. Bob, I cannot tell you how much we as the live musicians, when we walk in and we see that you're supporting a live stage, a lot of people are not doing that anymore. They're piping the music in, and that's the easy way. But I've noticed, I've played on and off at that Moose Lodge for many years, and I've noticed when you came in as a member, as you came up through the ranks, and now you are what are you, not the manager?
My title would be the administrator, which is like the general manager.
Right. So you now, I'm so proud that you are the general manager, because you are a lover of music and all kinds, especially the bass guitar, it seems.
hey now. Yeah, well, that too. But I grew up as a musician playing the sax. Maybe one of these days I'll get on stage and make a fool of myself. But
you should.
Let's not forget about that stage we did build outside, and what we did with that. For the folks who know Ted Hyde and remember him, Grateful Ted,
yes,
as he was known, he was a member there, and he spent an awful lot of time there, would pick up his guitar and sit at the bar and play for us. And we built the stage and decided to commemorate it in his name.
Yeah.
And I think you were all there when we had the commemoration. His
that
sister,
was amazing.
And I think it was his daughter flew in from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
yes.
pretty much anybody who knew him or played any kind of instrument was on stage. I think we had over 9 or 10 people on the stage at one point.
At least, yeah.
And
that was great.
That was a really nice thing. So that will always be known as the Grateful Ted Hyde Memorial Stage. So
well, folks,
that was something that was
I love that. I
really
just
nice.
love that.
when you're coming to the Keys, give the Moose Lodge, Key Largo Moose Lodge, a telephone call. The bartender answers about 11 o'clock in the morning. I think that's when you open. And
yeah, we're open from 11 to 10 or later.
Or later.
Every day, yeah.
And I sat there yesterday and noticed that some of the guests from the hotel walked over and had the most wonderful lunch, a Philly cheese, then was able to go set out and have a cocktail. The weather was so perfect, the wind blowing across the leaky tiki. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, we call it, because it survived a few hurricanes. So
and people can game in there as well. If I were coming to the Keys, I would stay there. You have walking distance where if you want to have a few drinks, you don't have to worry about the gendarmes. And above all, Bob and all your staff and the ladies of the Moose provide live music on those stages. And during the summertime, there's an event we're hoping to plan to have music on both stages at the same time. Are you up for that, Bob?
Hey, I'm up for that. I think that'd be great. We'll have to split you in half, I guess. I don't know. Some people would probably think it'd be a good thing. I don't know. We really don't go down that road. But, we do have live music every Wednesday with Tim Dressing and Friends and Often Yourself.
Yes. That is tonight.
Still. So, and then we have, that's right. And that starts around 7 after our Queen of Hearts drawing. Sundays and Tuesdays, we play a game called Show Me the Moose Bucks, kind of like bingo with cards. That's a lot of fun.
Money.
Yeah, so we have games, fun, dinners, charity events, and in the meantime, we all just have a good time and support some really great, the young and the old in our community. So,
Bob,
and don't forget, it's probably the cheapest place in town to drink.
Oh, no question about that. The $3 beer.
That's a good thing.
If you say so.
Well, that's what they charged me yesterday for my Bud Zero. And
usually it's 50 cents. So for $3, I guess that's because it was you.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome, Harry.
Bob, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll see you there tonight. I hope everybody come out tonight. We're going to have a jam session with Tim Dressing, Billy Knight on the drums, and a lot of other people. Jenny might even come out tonight. You never know. I think you've got a gig tonight, don't you, Jenny?
I do have a gig down in Marathon. I'm playing
All right.
at Havana Jacks.
Okay, we'll talk about
All right.
the rest of the gigs tonight. Bob, thank you. Tell Deb, Shelby, Vicky, all the folks there. I hope I don't leave anybody out. Dennis, Russ.
Yeah, well, you don't forget Candace, who's been with us for a long time. Her last day is Friday the 13th. She's leaving us and moving out of state.
You know what I'm going to do?
Wow.
I'm
We're
going
going to have a going away party for her on the 13th,
That sounds
which is,
good.
I guess, this Friday. So.
Thanks again, Bob. We'll check with you later. And man, folks, go to the Key Largo Moose. Thanks again.
All right. Thanks, Harry. Thank you, Jenny.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah.
Folks, that was Bob from the Key Largo Moose. And Jenny, you sounding much better sometimes, and sometimes you're not. So I think
I don't know. I checked all my connections. I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, you sure do sound good now. You look good too. I've got you up on the screen with me in the corner. And have you got anything to report other than tonight? Of course, I'm going to be at the Key Largo Moose, where Bob is, and having my Bud Zeros and hoping to play some music for folks. It is a jam session, and tonight you are at Havana Jacks. Is that right?
Havana Jacks with the fabulous.
You just went out. You just went out, Jenny. Twist it again. Oh my goodness. We're having a problem, but she's at Havana Jacks tonight. Let's see if we can't fix that. I am going to go to another song. I always have a song. Well, we are getting close to the end anyway, so let's play a commercial break. Why don't we do that one, huh? What do you think? A commercial? You think that would work?
Check.
Oh, much better.
I don't know what's going on. I'm going to shoot you a text with all these people that are playing because I can't obviously get through the list at all.
Yeah, something is melting down. Here's Robin Tricker.
Hi, this is Robin Tricker, and you can hear my new song, Need More Bob, here on Radio A1A.
This is also dedicated to Bob.
Trouble can't find you. Love one another. That's what Bob said to do. You're always in a hurry and you can't slow down, trying to scratch all the things off your to-do list now. But breathe in, breathe out, let your light shine through. Tell you what you need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. More Bob. Ooh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Need more Bob. Hey, I say. Everybody's feeling anxious, taking some pills prescribed by the doctor, then they're giving a bill. But if you grew it, you would smoke it, and we'd be jamming with you. The world is pretty crazy. People stare at their phones, acting like robots and looking like clones. Not living in the moment. What are we gonna do? I tell you what we need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. Get up, stand up, need more Bob. Ooh, yeah. Need more Bob. Hey, I say. Ooh, yeah. I wanna give you a melody, one that you can take with you let your light shine through. Tell you what we need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob, need more Bob. Get up, stand up, we need more Bob. Ooh, yeah. Bra-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Bra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Need more Bob. Hey, I say. Hey, I said need more Bob. Hey, I said need more Bob. Hey, I said with pajama yo. Yeah, we need more Bob. I said need more Bob. I need the more Bob. I said need more Bob. Get up, stand up. Yeah, you need more.
Get up, stand up. That is an amazing job.
Is that need more Bob? Are they saying need more Bob?
That's it. And
So we
that
need
was-
to get Bob back on the phone. That's great.
we got you, Jenny, and we also have Dave Roush. Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's going on?
You're also on video.
I see
Dave.
that.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear my video? Or my audio?
Yeah, you're sounding you're cutting in and out, but you're sounding okay now. Go ahead.
How about mine?
I sent you some points of the notes I have. I mean, I'm not going to get nearly all of this stuff.
Dave, give us 5 minutes, please. We've used a lot of time, so go run down on the live, and then I'm going to go down Jennifer's notes. Okay?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, go.
All right. Live. I haven't much to report because we've been kind of canceled at the OV. On another note, I have every Friday now karaoke and Fridays at the Moose and the Elks,
Cool.
7 to 10.
So that's a rundown there. Are you seeing anything down in Marathon yourself?
No, I am not yet.
Nothing yet, huh? Well, you're coming to us from Key Largo as well. So your karaoke at the Elks, is it still going on this Friday or is it next Friday?
So it's every other Friday. This Friday, I'm at the Moose in Islamorada.
Oh,
And then the next Friday, I just got confirmed at the Elks, 7 to 10.
okay. That is a karaoke event you don't want to miss, folks. Dave does an amazing job there. Dave, thanks for checking in with us from your part of the world out there. And make sure that, if you will, from time to time, every Wednesday morning, keep in touch with us, okay?
Yeah, I had some problems trying to get in today, but I finally got on.
Hey, you know something? When you get on, you're on. You're on it.
Right, all right, cool.
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you later on. We're going to go back to Jennifer Newman. Jenny, have you, by any chance?
All right, let's see if can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine.
Okay, so Wednesday night tonight we have the Coconut Cove Islamorada Music Club Jam. They are going to be playing down at Coconut Cove. That's about mile marker 84 in Islamorada. That starts probably 6, 7 o'clock. Open stage. Everybody gets to play. Also the Key Largo Moose, which we talked about. Tim Dressing was special guest. That's tonight. Moving on to Thursday, the karaoke at the Key Largo Moose Lodge. I host that. That's from 7 to 10. There will be food and fun, and come on out for that. Moving on to Friday, the Simmons Jam up in Homestead. That's 8 to 12. That's on. That's also an open stage jam. I'm just going to bang through these. I'm skipping a lot of stuff, so I apologize if I'm not getting your event on here. Let's see, what do we have? The Lady A Band at Bayside Grill. That's from 6 to 9. Come out and see the sunset. Great food over at Bayside Grill. That's about mile marker 100.5 on the Bayside in Key Largo. Then we're getting down to the Stevenini Band is down at Lorelei Restaurant.
Ooh,
That's
What
yeah,
a band.
That's going to be a good show, I'm sure. That's down at Lorelei. What mile marker is Lorelei?
I think it's 82, 83.
And that's on the Bayside. That's a great place. My good friend Mendy works there, and she'll take care of you. She's a beautiful girl. Then down in Marathon, we were just talking about Marathon. Havana Jacks this week. I forgot to say I'm going to be at Havana Jacks tonight also. But this Friday, I will not be playing with the Blues Banditos, but Moose and the Blues Banditos with a couple of great players that I'm not sure who he's got to sit in for me yet, but that's going to be a great show at Havana Jacks. That is from 6 to 10 in Marathon. Let's see, moving on to Saturday. Oh, this is good. At Lorelei, this is a great band you want to go out and see, Flaky's Gang. Oh, boy. One of the most talented bands. They don't play too much, but if you can get out to see that show,
Wow.
it's a bunch of guys who have been playing a long time, and they put on a great show. A little bit of a different song list, not the usual stuff you hear all the cover bands do. Go check that out. Luke Summerglen is back on Saturday nights at the Caribbean Club. That's also a great show, 6:30 to 9:30. Moving down to Sunday. Snooks has Sweetwater. That's with Patrick and Pam. That's 1 to 5 in the afternoon. And also Sunday.
There you went again. Yep, you started going away again like your battery's running down.
I did charge myself.
Shoeless Newman, the gift that keeps on giving, keeps on kicking. Shoeless.
I don't. There's one point I did want to make. Like I said, I apologize if I didn't get your event on. We'll try and better next week. But I do want to hit that on Tuesday at Big Chill.
Tuesday at the Big Chill, she's saying.
Where Ray used to spend a lot of time. They have, I think that's ladies' night.
Yeah, Tuesday at 5 p.m. The Big Chill in Key Largo. If you have any, that's called Ladies' Night, right?
Ladies' night at Big Chill, yes. There will be a gathering to remember and start to say goodbye to Ray.
Hold on, let me read this because you're not. Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. To all friends who knew Ray Yu, there will be a get-together to honor Ray, the Ray Goodbye Party, the Ray Goodbye Party. And on Tuesday the 17th at 5 p.m. at the Big Chill in Key Largo. That's the 17th. That's next Tuesday, y'all.
It's next Tuesday, yes.
If you have any questions or ideas about improving it, feel free to contact Jay Suedra.
No, that's Juan.
Oh, Juan. Cuadra. Suedra. Spread the word in case you don't know and tag somebody. Make sure you contact all of Ray's friends. Here's a telephone number for Juan, 786-661-6509. This is Juan Suedra, 786-661-6509, or you can Facebook Messenger him. This is the place Ray enjoyed the most, and he attended this event almost every Tuesday because
I thought when we said you never come here.
well, it's ladies' night as the reason Ray loved to go there, and so next Tuesday we're going to throw it down. So bring your guitars, I would guess, and you never can tell, a jam may break out. But folks, we are at our end of the show. Can you believe that, Jenny? And you're still sounding like Minnie Mouse.
I can't. I
Oh,
look
you
like Minnie Mouse.
Oh, you sound so much better now. I don't know what you're doing different, but keep doing it. Just hold your mouth like that and keep the microphone working, okay?
I'm trying.
Radio A1A, the best music out there for trop rock. This is Jeff Dayton in Nashville, inviting you to stay tuned.
And we'll see you next Wednesday morning. We'll see you Tuesday night at Jimmy Johnson's Big Chill at 5 o'clock for the ladies' night and the Ray Party. Make sure you contact that number we gave. I can't pull it up again. And we'll see you next week if we can get our music pulled up. Here we go. Ah, yeah, I can do this, you know.
Love you guys. See you next week.
See you next week, for sure.
Mac Meadows here, coming to you from Key Largo, Florida. I'm smiling in the islands, baby, and listening to Radio A1A.